And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the quarterfinals. Welcome back to the quarterfinals here at the Sparkling Tuna Cup number 2025 October finals. We just wrapped up with Cristiano versus Nicorant, and Cristiano, he was the first to advance on into the semis. Bjorn off stream did take down Percival, and now we're here to determine who will face off against Bjorn in the semifinals as we are jumping into our second series of the broadcast, still in the quarterfinals. Still in the round of 8. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tokamak, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss. It is a Creator. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player. We have the red Terran representing Team Falcons. It is Bunny. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is? It is a Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Here we go as we are jumping into our TVP. Also, big shout out to No Screen in the chat. God, thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing for 7 months. For 7 months in a row. Thank you so much for the support. Also, shout out to Luna C. Esther Luna C in the chat as well. When was the last time you played in the Tuna Cup? Esther Luna C. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Cos Phoenix as well. A Sandstorm, Storm even. Bienvenidos. Oh yes, Bjorn. Yes. So we will be casting Bjorn later on in the broadcast. He's already in the semis. He's waiting for the winner of this very series. He is lying in wait. For now, though, we're jumping into our best of 3, and so far we have an economic opener. Economic starts, single gas opener at a Bunny. Creator going for a standard start himself, going Gate, Cyber, Expand, and welcome to Tokamak. Tokamak is one of the largest maps in the map pool. A very safe, very defensive map as well. We often see longer and later games, and typically I do favor Protoss coming into larger maps, just because they have a higher chance of gaining map control and mass expanding as well, right? There's a higher chance that Creator gets comfortable, gets into a high base count, and takes over control of the map. Typically, it's on the smaller maps where I do favor Terran more, at least in the current meta of TVP. For now, we have the CC on the high ground, so Bunny, his CC is going to be a little bit delayed as he has to lift and land it on location, but at least it'll be safe, right? It'll be safe. If there was, say, a Zealot on the way or a Proxy Gateway on the way, then that could disrupt and deter and really throw a wrench in the works when it comes to the build of Bunny, so he's playing it safe, making sure he is undisturbed. Just making sure. As Bunny is scouting for proxies, he's also looking for the probe, making sure it isn't hidden nearby. We have the take of choice here, Creator going for his own Twilight Council, and our players are settling in. What's exciting as well, when it comes to the vetoes, for those that are curious, Game 1 is going to be on Tokamak, Game 2 is going to be on Mothership. Let's go. So Game 2 is going to be Mothership, and Game 3, if we get there, will be on 10,000 feet. So both Bunny and Creator, they are not shying away from the TLMC 21 maps. Love to see it. So I'm because of that, I hope that we go to the ace match. Hope that we can go the distance. Let's go, man. Let's go. As a reminder, we have a combination of ladder maps and TLMC 21 maps in this tournament, in our tournament map pools. Reaper dips in. Does confirm the tech, but is going to be hunted down. But again, this Bunny is aware of the blink-based opener. We can see here so far 2-gate blink into a Robo. We'll keep an eye on a 3rd gateway, or if Creator does expand. Meanwhile, Bunny opening up with a Widowmine drop. Medevac is on the way, waiting for a set of extra Widowmines. And this will be for scouting and also for potentially getting some damage. More importantly, getting an eye on the timing of the Nexus and getting an eye on the gateways. We can see, of course, there is a 3rd gateway on the way. A shield battery as well. Very safe play out of Creator. I mean, he has seen nothing. Yeah, he has very limited vision here, so he's playing very safe. He just spotted the medevac. But again, 3-gate blink, shield battery, much more delayed expansion here. I would have said that on a larger map like this, you can get away with being greedier, but Creator, he plays safe. It's safe. Medevac is going to be denied. So far, Creator, he does zone. Does zone away. Oof. Yeah, shot's going to be going off. Medevac taking a lot of hits and will barely be able to unload. Does barely unload in time. And with that, we'll get one probe kill. Yeah, just one worker goes down. Widow mines are cleaned up. The medevac does escape just barely, but this is not quite worth it here for Bunny. Ideally, you want to at least evenly trade like Widow mine for worker, but that wasn't the case. Only one probe went down, and Bunny barely escapes. So nice offensive by Creator, getting his third. Base. Oh. So far, Bunny, he does maintain his 2-base setup. We got +1 on the way. We got Stim on the way. Bunny getting his third CC. So a much greedier build here out of Bunny by going for the third base before the extra maxes, but this is more expected again on Tokmak because we're building up towards a longer game. We're not being hyper aggressive. Creator getting to charge. Soon to be a splash damage of choice. We'll see if it's going to be Storm or Colossus. It's been a lot more common to go for Colossus-based compositions in the mid-game. We'll see if that's going to be the case here. Yep, there it is. Bay for Colossus. So Creator is getting into those Colossi. And this is where I'm a little bit concerned for Bunny. Like, not saying that he's at a deficit or anything like that, not yet. But as the game slows down, I mentioned before that there's a higher chance, a higher risk of Creator maintaining map control and just mass expanding. I would say there is pressure on Bunny here. There's pressure. Creator's getting his fourth. Bunny saturating his third. Creator, of course, he has eyes on this. Creator is aware. Prism does get in. Oh, yeah, Widow mine's not quite in position. Turret a little bit too late. And this is just distracting. Right, that's all that matters here. Just keeping Bunny busy. So run by towards the third. Tank is exposed. He's diving on the tank. Tank will go down. Nice pickup. Takes on the tank. There's another tank a little bit further back. Creator, he can just take this fight. Yeah, cannon he will. Getting into the Marines, dives into the medevac. Medevac goes down. Tank there as well. And this is just too much. Creator, he might just break the expansion here and now. And tanks are pulling. Bunny, he was just out of position. And Bunny will lose everything. GG gets called before we can even get into the mid-game, before we can get even to the Colossus. Creator, he'll take it. GG. Aye, aye, aye. GG, well played. Colossus were in production. We were building up into a longer game state, but no, alas. Bunny, he was pulled apart. And with that, GG. GG, well played. Unfortunately, he just was unable to defend his unable to defend his third base. His tank was exposed. He was distracted by the Warp Prism. Here we go. We're getting into game number 2. It's a very swift, very decisive move there by Creator. He saw an opening, and he went for it. And now we're getting into game number 2. Again, it feels like we were like cut off at the knees, like, or at least Bunny was cut off at the knees, like before we could really get into his game. And here we go. We're going to be able to embrace at least one of the newer TLMC21 maps. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Mothership, we have the South Korean Protoss leading the series 1-0. It is a Creator. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player. We have the Red Terran for Team Falcons. It is Bunny. I want to macro, but he died. That's like an infamous like Cyril quote, right? Like I feel like he said something along those lines in the past. Oh no. Ah no. Here we go. Welcome to Mothership. Mothership, of course, is a 3-player small map. Very, very large one, I might add. So 3 possible spawn locations. You have a secure 3-base setup. Your 4th base is a little bit more spread out. And we'll see how our players do approach this. Again, we've been running this map for quite some time now, and players, they've had more time to embrace and to explore Mothership. We've seen Bjorn attempt to play more passive on Mothership with mixed success. Just because there are so many bases. If you remember, we had the PTSD series between Bjorn and Hero where Bjorn took a massive... That was actually last month's Tuna Cup, right? Am I crazy? Was that Bjorn versus Hero? Was that in the weekly or in the monthly? I can't... Oh god, but yeah, it was brutal is what it was. If you remember, that was a game where Bjorn, he was like turtling up, he maxed out, he was winning fights, but he refused to attack. He just refused to attack and was just stuck at home. Hero would plummet like 60, 70 supply, and Bjorn wouldn't chase, and Hero would just max out, take more bases, attack, lose the fight, back off, max out, take more bases. That happened here. I was on Mothership. It happened not too long ago. Smudge was real. But for now, we're going to be settling in. Settling in here once again. Economic start out of Bunny, getting a safety bunker on the low ground. Creator does find him. Likewise, Bunny has yet to scout. He's yet to go in. Hello, Creator. The Twilight Council is done. Are we going for the Dark Shrine? Are we going for DTs? Are we crazy? The answer is yes. Dark Shrine is on the way, so the Twilight Council is complete, and we're going for proxy DTs. When it comes to this matchup, as adepts, they do make their way into the mineral line. They do deny some mining. Very nice damage here by Creator. If Bunny mules, we've been here before. If he mules at the wrong moment, if he mules too much, if his macro is too good, then he can just die. Like that. I'm hoping that that isn't the case here, but we'll keep an eye on Bunny. We've seen players like Cure, like Bjorn just insta-GG to the Dark Templar. It's just a part of this matchup. Can happen. But can we hold on to some energy, papi? Por favor. This Bunny's building up. Tech Lab on the starports, opening up with a 1-mine drop, but there's a chance here that he may follow up with a Raven for some Raven harass, and that will help against said DTs. Oh, what's it gonna be? Raven or Banshee? DTs is coming. There it is. Raven is on the way. Thank God. So there is gonna be a Raven. We're not just gonna be relying upon scans. 1-mine drop comes in. So far, Creator, he does react well. The other Woodman towards the natural. DTs, they waddle into the bases. So Raven is halfway done. And SCVs are going to go down. Raven is about to pop. And this is getting a little bit out of hand. That's going to be 8. We're getting up to 9. Can we get up to 10? Just 9. 9 SCV kills. Solid damage here by Creator. He denies mining. He delays the Raven harass. And he will lose 1 Dark Templar. So 1 DT for 10 SCVs and no mining at the natural. Still brutal damage. Doesn't kill, but Creator, he does cripple. Does cripple Bunny. Creator behind this, getting into his own 3rd base. The one downside, of course, of opening up with DTs like this is that his blink is delayed. His charge is delayed. The charge is halfway done. It's recovering. It's getting into those upgrades. Creator, he does make his way into the main. Creator once again just keeping Bunny busy. Gets 2 more CVs. And while it's containing Bunny, Colossus, right? It's all about just buying time to build up into Colossi. To build up into a greater army. And Bunny's just stuck at home, still no 3rd command center. Again, he's had a rocky start. Gonna try to commit. Oh. Prism does pull away. The boys are being pulled. Bunny's 2 base all in. 2 base all in. Either he kills Creator or he dies trying. Force fields are going to be available. Shield batteries are being thrown down at the natural. And he needs that Colossus. Can he buy enough time? Ooh, delays his tanks. Does delay. Nice save with the Immortal. Oh no! Oh my god. Barely picks up. Barely does save. Immortals get pulled away. Archons get pulled away as well. Tanks they will siege. That's 4 tanks here in between the bases. Colossus pops out, but is that going to be enough? Throwing down the wall. Colossus moves in. Nice target buying of the Colossus. Colossus barely doesn't go down. Saves the Colossus. I believe 1 tank fell. And Bunny's running out of steam. He's running out of steam. He's waiting for reinforcements. He's rushing across the map. Ooh, Robo gets depowered. Nicely done. Robo's depowered. Bunker's getting up. Ooh, would you get the flank? Oh, Colossus goes down instantly. A bit of miscontrol. Yeah, miscontrol out of Creator. Doesn't save the Colossus. Gets 1 more tank. There's 2 tanks left. But I feel like Creator is health. At this point. Especially with the Colossi. It's still going to be quite close though. Still 3 tanks, and this is just a very congested position. Creator trying to catch reinforcements. Oh, sorry, coming in from behind, coming in from the flank for the surround. It comes in from every angle. Colossus pulls away, cleans up all the tanks. Ooh, GG gets called. Bunny, he's shut down, and Creator, he will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the semi-finals. GG. GG, well played. Very nice angles there from Creator. Really nice. Time and time again, whenever he engaged, there'd always be a flank or sometimes even a full surround as well. Was very meticulous with how he engaged with the all-in. Was able to catch reinforcements. And remember, the reason why there was an all-in, the DTs. The Dark Templar did force the all-in. He dealt critical damage early on. GG. GG, well played. With that, congratulations here to Creator as he does advance on to the next round. My condolences to Bunny as he was again forced into set all in. The map itself doesn't help, right? The map doesn't really help when it comes to that. It's a larger map of the map pool, longer rushes and spy ground. So Creator, he had plenty of time to prepare. Remember, once he saw the all-in coming, he was able to react, respond, throw down shield batteries, able to warp in extra units and get those Colossus up and running. And again, very nice control out of Creator as well to minimize losses, to maintain the Immortals, the Archons, and the Colossus as well for as long as he could. GG. GG, well played. So congratulations to Creator as he does claim the series. And let's catch up. Let's catch up on the bracket. Let's figure out how things are coming together here. First things first, we have Bjorn. So Bjorn took down Percival, Creator took down Bunny, and we have Bjorn versus Creator in the upper semi-finals. Meanwhile, we have Cristiano still waiting for the winner of Hero and Garrett. Here we go. Here you go. GG, well played. So Bjorn and Creator, they are ready for us. I have confirmation as well. Hero versus Geralt, they're mid-series. Hero versus Geralt, they are currently mid-series. So we're going to let them, of course, continue with their matches, and we will be jumping into the upper semis. By the time we finish with Bjorn versus Creator, I almost said Cristiano. With Bjorn versus Creator, then the lower semis should be ready for us. So here we go. Semifinals. Bjorn and Creator. So far, what I will say is really fast games. Both Cristiano versus Nickrat as well as Creator versus Bunny, they were really fast games, and not necessarily because of all-ins. That was the case here for game number 2, that is true, but in game 1, that wasn't the case. Remember, on Tokamak, both players were gearing up towards a longer game. The game just ended a little bit more abruptly. As Creator, he saw an opportunity, of course. So it's not like we've had nothing but all-ins, just games happening a little bit faster here. So really fast initial series. It's only been an hour. It's only been an hour.